Those gripping charges from Dylan Farrow. Woody Allen's adopted daughter going public with new details on allegations that the actor and director molested her when she was a little girl. Allen is calling the claims untrue and disgraceful. And ABC's Lindsay Davis has the story.
This morning, a 21-year-old wound opened wide. Woody Allen's adopted daughter, Dylan Farrow, speaking out for the first time since the famed director was accused by her mother, Mia Farrow, of sexually abusing Dylan when she was 7 years old. In a scathing letter to the New York Times, the now 28-year-old writes that Allen abused her in an attic and that, quote, Woody Allen is a living testament to the way our society fails the survivors of sexual assault and abuse. The controversy reignited the night of the Golden Globes.
But they came from the mind of Woody Allen, right?
Soon after Diane Keaton presented Allen with a Lifetime Achievement Award, Allen's son, Ronan Farrow, tweeted, "Missed the Woody Allen tribute. Did they put the part where a woman publicly confirmed he molested her at age 7 before or after Annie Hall?" Days later, Dylan's open letter. In it, she calls out some of Hollywood's biggest names. "What if it had been your child, Kate Blanchett? Alec Baldwin," she wrote, also adding, "You knew me when I was a little girl, Diane Keaton. Have you forgotten me?"
I'm married.
Blanchett, who's up for an Oscar for her performance in Allen's Blue Jasmine, told The Hollywood Reporter, "It's obviously been a long and painful situation for the family, and I hope they find some resolution and peace." As for Baldwin, when asked by a Twitter follower if he should apologize, he went on a tirade, tweeting, "What the expletive is wrong with you that you think we all need to be commenting on this family's personal struggle?" That tweet and others were later deleted. Allen's representative telling ABC News, "Mr. Allen has read the article and found it untrue and disgraceful. He will be responding very soon." But Allen's response was clear back in 1993. Experts concluded there was no evidence of molestation. And while Allen was never charged, he did lose custody of his 3 children, including Dylan. The very public battle prompted the usually reclusive Allen to speak out.
Certainly, I adore my daughter, and wouldn't the whole thing is crazy.
But with Allen now up for Best Original Screenplay at the Oscars, some say his prospects and his legacy may be in jeopardy.
There may be some people who say, I just don't feel comfortable being in one of his movies because of this.
For Good Morning America, Lindsay Davis, ABC News, New York.
Okay, let's talk to our chief legal affairs anchor, Dan Abrams, about all this right now. As you just heard in Lindsay's piece, 20-year-old allegations, no charges brought. Then independent medical experts said no conclusion of molestation. So do these new details that are coming forward now, do they change the situation legally at all?
No, they won't. In part, and in large part, because the statute of limitations has expired. Even if you assume certain possible extensions that can apply when it comes to alleged assaults on children, the bottom line is under no scenario is it possible that charges will be filed at this point. And remember that they did investigate this back in the day. They didn't say we are determining that it did or didn't happen. What they did say is that they didn't feel they had enough evidence to move forward. And look, that's one of the tough choices prosecutors have to make every day, which is they have to ask themselves 2 questions in a case like this. Number 1, do we believe it? And number 2, do we believe that we can get a conviction? Do we believe that we can prove this case beyond a reasonable doubt? And it seems that the answer, at least to both those questions together, back in the day was no.
And Allen's lawyer, of course, putting out that denial overnight, also saying that Allen's going to respond soon, but he has no legal recourse here.
Well, if he wants to try and sue, he could try and sue her based on the letter. It's not going to happen. That's what happens in cases like this. Look, this is very emotional. This is a very sensitive case, but I think the New York Times made the right call in publishing this letter, and I think that Woody Allen will just want to make this go away.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.